Hey traders, in today's video, we're going to talk about 3 potential trading opportunities that are on my radar, as well as setting up a path for your future trading success. Hey guys, Akil Stokes here and welcome back to another Forex Market preview video. Thank you once again for joining me. I apologize in advance. I've been fighting a cold all week, so my voice is it's recovering, but it's right on the brink of going. So if I don't have the same excitement and energy as I usually do, forgive me, but I need to conserve this for the week to come. But I appreciate you being here. Today, we're going to look at trading opportunities on the dollar Canada, the euro yen, and the New Zealand dollar. I'm also going to tell you about really a cool way to set yourself up for trading success, something that helped me a lot in my path to becoming a consistently profitable trader, and something that helped one of our other trading coaches, Jason Greystone, as well. So let's head over to the chart and let's look at the dollar Canada first. Now, dollar Canada is an interesting pair because I've had a bearish bias on this pair for a few months now. We've actually got some really good moves out of this. And if you remember a few weeks ago in the Forex Market preview, I was looking for a continuation move to the downside. I was looking for previous structure support to be broken and looking for more bearish continuation. Well, lo and behold, the market had other ideas, and we've actually put in a setup that has me looking for a bullish move presently. And you get a lot of traders like this where, you'll say, you get a lot of traders that fall in love with their ideas. And we do have to have a certain amount of ego in trading, but it's important that we don't let our ego overshadow what the chart is telling us. And just because I had a short bias before doesn't mean I have to stick with that even when the price chart is telling me something different. So we have to be adjustable. I always say predictive in our analysis, reactive in our execution. And here's what's been happening here on the 4-hour chart down on dollar Canada. You can see price action has made its way down, right? We've hit previous structure support if you look left on, say, a daily chart, and we've reacted off of that. We put in a little double bottom down here. We actually put in a higher high, higher close. We then retested that level of support, and that support held once again. We followed that up with a move to the upside, putting in a higher high, higher close, and technically all the way up here. But you can see we violated, right? We've created and violated previous structure highs, which causes us to predict a potential bullish rotation. So the bias went from getting short on Canada now to getting long, getting bullish as the market came down into consolidation and violated our previous structure. So what I want to do is I want to identify what happens, right? IPDE, if you've been following these videos for any time now, you're going to know about that process. Identify, predict, decide, execute. I've identified what the market has done. I've just walked you through my analysis. The next step is my prediction. Where is price action likely to go next? And if I had to pick out 2 levels, those 2 levels are going to go right here. This previous zone of structure, see if I can get my box back on there. Right up in here, right around, looks like 127.50s, and our higher level of structure up here as well, right above the 129 even handle. So that would be the next projection that I would make, where maybe the sellers would be interested once again, where price action is likely to find some resistance and possibly see a potential reversal. So the next question is, how are we likely to go up there? Well, there are 2 ways that we can do so. We can shoot straight up, right, and continue up to that level. Maybe that gives some of you a trading opportunity. Maybe it doesn't. I know for me, it personally doesn't. I don't have anything in my trading plan where I'm allowed to buy during breakouts. I need to wait for the retracement. So what I would be looking for is a move back down into our previous structure, looking for a hold of this level, and then a continuation move up, right? You've seen this on gold from last week. You've seen this on the Euro Aussie, kind of these other head and shoulder formations that we looked at. So that would be that's what's going to be on my radar coming this week. And I should have mentioned this before, but we're coming off a jobs Friday, right? The non-farm payroll Friday, where we have a jobs release number. And if you haven't noticed, the market went a little wacky, right? We saw a lot of dollar strength. Something that I'm doing coming into this week is I'm going to be very careful on Mondays, right? I believe that the market often gets a little bit overly emotional at numbers when it comes out. So I really want to give time for the market to digest the number and really show its true hand before making any type of early move. So Monday is going to be an important day for me to see if there's any type of reaction in the market, maybe a retracement. Maybe we'll see continued movement. But I'd like to see what the market really thinks instead of just leaving it up to Friday. There's also no major news coming out for the dollar, at least until I think Wednesday or Thursday. So we should get a true idea of how the market feels and how it really interprets that news after it's had a full weekend to let it marinate, I guess you can say. So that's what I'm looking at here on dollar Canada. Let's head over to the euro yen next. This is going to be a little bit more simple. The last one was a price action trade. This one's going to be a potential advanced pattern formation. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Right. And you can see the most recent move is, right, euro yen, right? We've made a new structure high, higher close, right? We've double topped up here. We've come back down. We've actually put in a very nice 2618 opportunity, right? You're going to see that should hit right off our 618 Fibonacci retracement. Boom, right off that 618. And then we've made a continued move lower. So very nice 2618 opportunity. This also sets us up for an advanced pattern formation. This is going to be called a potential bullish bat formation, where we have an X to A. We have an A to B right here in our first retracement. We have a B to C, and then this last extension down is going to be our C to D. And what we're looking for in the bat formation is we're looking for our D point to complete right at our 886 Fibonacci retracement level, taken from that X leg, that initial move up, to our A leg right here. So that initial swing low to swing high. And you can see that number is going to come in right at $1.30, which is a nice psychological number. This is also a pretty decent zone that's on my radar for the euro yen as well, coming into this level of previous structure support. So potential advanced pattern formation. This is going to be a bullish bat formation here on the euro yen. That we can look for early on next week as well. And we've had a lot of advanced pattern formations lately. This past week in the syndicate was really more of a low-key week. We've been doing really good. You can check last week's video. I actually shared with you an equity curve. We've been on a really hot streak. Last week was pretty good. I think we banked about 50 pips total, so nothing spectacular. But here's the cool thing. Right, we have a trade that is still on the table from last week, so we can't count it yet because it's still in progress. But we have a trade on the table from last week that is up, I believe. Let me just check. I want to say 150 pips, and not up 150 pips, but it's locked in 150 pips. Let me just load up my syndicate trade floor real quick, guys. I believe we're locked in. FTB just locked in 75 pips, still going lower. Another hour close, another following FTB, that's 105 pips locked in. Okay, so worst case scenario with this one trade that Jason Greystone is trailing is that we win 105 pips. And I can't think of a better scenario to be in. This is why we talk about trade management being just as important, as finding trading opportunities. And what we've done here is we've given ourselves a pain-free trade. And think about it like this. Typically, as traders, we get so emotional over trades. And there's two types of emotions we usually give into. One is kind of the greed, right? We want more, we want more, we want more. Another is more of the fear, where I don't want to lose money, I don't want to lose money, I don't want to lose money. Both are powerful in their own right. Typically, the fear of losing money outweighs the greed of making money. And what we've done in this particular trade is we've gotten rid of that fear. There's still a little bit of fear in losing what we have, but as far as whatever the market's at, but we've gotten rid of that fear because we've put ourselves in a position where not only can we not lose any money on this trade, but the absolute worst case scenario, pending some type of major gap, knock on wood somewhere. The worst case scenario is that we gain 105 pips, and that's a very good place to be in, and that does wonders for a trader's confidence, knowing that all you can do is make a lot of pippage on the trade. So very good trade there by Jason Greystone, and the strategy that he's using for that is called the FTB. It's called Follow the Bear. I got a lot of questions about that recently. If you're interested in learning this strategy, here's what I want you to do. Go over to tradingpower.com. Let me load up the website for you real quick. Go over to tradingpower.com, and this is a strategy that he teaches in the Forex Basics course. So I know many of you guys are new here to our YouTube page. Many of you are at the beginning level where you're not quite ready to take a full course, right? Our flagship course is called the Ultimate Trader Transformation, which can be a little bit intimidating, not only because of the content that's in there, but also because of the price point as well. But if you're brand new to Forex, if you're looking to learn the basics and you want to learn a strategy as well, check out the complete Forex Basics course. You can see it's for beginners. The price has been sliced down here to $247, and it teaches you the FTB strategy. And what's cool about this strategy is this. Just going back through Jason Greystone's story is, just like Jason Stapleton, just like myself, he's kind of come up through the ranks, right? None of us had a formal education on trading. We've kind of gone through the process of, hey, we're passionate about it. We try to learn it ourselves. We usually take one step forward, two steps back, and then we eventually get educated. And in Jason Greystone's case in particular, he tried an educational service before Trading Power, and it was basically a waste of money. So he had a few extra years of struggling. But during those struggling years, this was the one strategy that was actually able to produce profit for him. So although he was losing money in the markets, trying other stuff, although he had lost a little bit of money taking a chance on a different educator, he was able to at least kind of steady the ship on some point by trading this strategy. And it's something that it's always stuck with him. And as he's become more knowledgeable about the markets, as he's improved as a trader, what he's done is he's tweaked this strategy. He's added filters. He's made it even better. And it's a very simple strategy that he uses, I think only on a few pairs, the pound dollar and the euro dollar, but a very simple beginner strategy that you can start using to make money. And that's the key to setting yourself up for success. So many traders, they want to come in, they want to do everything at once. They want to do advanced pattern formations. They want to do Fibonacci failure, Fibonacci inversion, counter trend, trend continuation, structure, moving average, a million and one things. And what that does is it splits your energy in all different places where, yeah, maybe you know a little bit about a lot of things, but you're not really dialed in on one thing. You can't really do any of those one things good. My advice for the traders that I work with when they're starting off is focus on a single strategy, right? Focus on one thing that you're good at, one strategy that you like, right? And while you're executing that strategy, while you're able to produce consistent profits with that strategy, then use that extra time that you have, because most of the time in trading we're not doing too much. Use that extra time, right, to start learning what's next. That way it kind of, yes, you're still on your learning curve, right? You're still on your educational path, which never ends, to be honest with you, but at least you're able to produce profit while you're on the educational path. I know many of the traders that took the basics course, they started trading the FTB to follow the bear strategy, and they've actually made enough money following that strategy to pay for the next course, which is pretty cool. We have a lot of transformation members coming from the basics course saying, hey, my FTB profits paid for this course, which is always good, and it makes us look good as well. So again, if you're interested, check out the complete Forex Basics course. It's a beginner level course. It's cheap. You learn an awesome strategy. I'll put a link in below this video. Now, the last pair I want to talk about today is New Zealand dollar. This one's a little bit iffy. We've got New Zealand news coming out later this week. We've got news actually on Sunday coming out for the Kiwi. We also have a monetary policy deal coming out on, I want to say Wednesday or Thursday. I think it depends on where you're located. Which I don't think there's any expected change. I haven't really done my research. Last I remember, there wasn't a plan to change anything, but the market likes to pay attention to the dovish and the hawkish tones and make opinions off of that. But New Zealand dollar is interesting because we've just broken a major level of structure here. So we look left, structure leaves close. You can see we violate the structure. We've put in a higher high, higher close, right? Identify. This allows me to make the prediction that price action is likely to continue higher, maybe to our next level of structure, which is going to be up here, right below, right about 77.30s, it looks like. Predict, right? And what we've recently done is we've retraced back into that previous structure. Now, this is a little bit iffy because this also looks like a head and shoulders formation, which is a classic reversal pattern in the market. So you got to be cautious with this. So here's what I'm going to be looking for on New Zealand dollar. And again, this one's a little bit iffy because of that news coming out later in the week. Typically, the market tends to stall or before that comes out. But seeing how we've held structure lows here on the higher time frames. We've held structure lows here. We're setting up where it looks like a head and shoulders formation. Let me just draw this out for you. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Right? What I would like to see is a break and close above this level to confirm that bullish move. So I'd like to see the market push up to here. Give me a confirmation of this bullish move by violating this left shoulder, right? Violating this little structure swap zone where we've gone from resistance to support, back to resistance. I'd like to see that followed by a retracement before looking for an opportunity to get long here. Now, on the other hand, if we do violate our lows here, again, this is setting up for a head and shoulders formation to the downside. So I've kind of got this bracketed in my pre-market analysis where I have a way to attack a bullish move and a bearish move here. The bullish move is going to be preferred just based on the higher time frame analysis. But I've got two ways to attack this trade. So now it's just really a sit and wait game. Sit and wait for the market to tell me what it wants to do, to show me which way it's leaning towards, and then react off of that. Again, predictive in our analysis, reactive in our execution. So that's what's on my radar for this week. I've got a few other pairs, but they're not really at levels right now where it's worth talking about. It's something we'll be keeping an eye on in the syndicate this week if anything happens. But again, Monday is big for me. I really want to see how the market reacts given a few days after Friday's jobs report. Again, I think it's a little overblown. We've been pretty bearish to dollar, and to go bullish that quick, I'm not quite buying it, but we'll see. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, hit that like button below, share this. I'm getting so many great comments from you guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's great that we've been able to get this video back and running consistently, and just keep supporting it. It means the world to us. It allows us to see that, hey, we're doing the right thing here at Trade Empowered. So until next time, plan your trade, trade your plan. I'm going to go let the voice calm down a little bit, and I'll see you guys Monday for our Transformation Private Strategy Lab, and I'll see you guys Tuesday in the live room and in the syndicate.
All right, traders, so I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please show us by hitting that like button and subscribing by clicking the button right below. If you're looking for more educational content, feel free to head over to our tradeempowered.com website, or also take a look and you'll see more videos available for you. Have a good one.